everybody, and welcome to Frank 40 Field on a mostly cloudy, warm day, a little bit on the muggy side. I'm Matt Filletra here with my good teammate and partner, Andrew Bartholomew. Andrew, who do we face today?
Today we're facing the Haverhill Hillies. They're coming off a 3-game losing streak. They lost their last game to Wilmington 3-0. They lost to Lowell on the 19th and Andover on the 17th, each losing 6-0. They are 2-4 in the year, and they haven't scored a goal since September 15th.
No kidding.
Beverly is going into this one. They lost to Gloucester here on Thursday, 3-0. They stand at three wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie on the year. And last game, Charlotte Stevens had 10 saves. So let's see if she can continue the great season she's been having so far and continue the shutout streak that Haverhill's having. Or the scoreless streak.
Yeah, absolutely. Beverly with the ball to start. Pass back to Mads. Mads kicks it over to Morgan. It's Morgan Linsky up to Fiona Bazin. Fiona owning that side like she normally does. Kind of a soft pass inside. She's trying to correct. Doesn't quite get it, and it goes back to Haverhill. Nice stop there by Morgan Linsky, but unfortunately it goes to a white shirt. Morgan takes it back again. And Fiona is going to get it in the corner. She sends it up front. And ball goes out of the bounds on Beverly. That's going to come out to the 16 for Haverhill. I mean, they're not showing any, real razzmatazz, but at least they're starting the game off on their end.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, that was a save. That was a save on the goalie for Haverhill. Haverhill stops the ball from going out of bounds. Fiona steals it, but unfortunately she couldn't keep going because it was a stick violation. In plays like that, I wish they'd just let it go. Morgan Linsky brings it out. Goes off the hand, it looked like, of, hopefully it was the stick of Avery LeBlanc. Whistle now just outside the circle. Avery LeBlanc blasts it in. And that is not going to be a goal, I believe, because it went off a player's torso.
Yeah, that was a great shot there. That was on point. That was like a slap shot in hockey.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with field hockey, you got to be in that circle.
You got to be in that circle, and you got to keep it down. Although, if it didn't hit a player, it would have been a goal.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Fiona Bazin bringing it up the right side, turning on those engines. Trying to center it in. That one goes in. That one goes in. And that looks like... Does that look like Gwen Jones to me, number 8? Yeah. That was Gwen... Look, I believe that was Gwen Jones, number 8. That's her 5th goal of the year.
Yeah, great start here. Real fast score, and that's good to see in comparison to the 2 home games we've seen here so far.
Mm-hmm. That's Mia Mashala. She's, since coming to varsity, she's shown her value on defense. She's played very well. Mads brings it up. Tries to get it past. That's going to be a corner. That's going to be a corner, a little bit of a stick violation, it looked like, on Haverhill. And we love our corners, don't we?
Yeah, but, of course, last game against Gloucester, they were really good with the defense against the corners, blocking 2 in a row and then 3 in a row later in the game. So hopefully we can get one here after scoring the easy goal already so far.
And I mean this with all due respect. Gloucester is in Haverhill. That ball Oh, looked like it was heading. It was heading in, but it got deflected wide left. So Haverhill's going to take that out to the 16-yard line, and they'll start from there. I can't believe how far she has to go to get the ball. Where's the JV when you need them? Nowhere to be found.
Yeah, for the soccer games, they got the designated ball boys on the sidelines, and then they get the ball right back in.
I see an assistant coach for Beverly is bringing some extra balls down there. That's good. All right, Beverly now is going to start it out, side out. They pass it back to Avery. Now they're trying to move it forward. Gwen Jones working it around into the circle. Tries to get it towards the middle. She does. Fiona Bazin is trying to get it in. Looked like her stick was deflected. So that's going to be a stick violation, and you know what that means. That's a corner. Let's see if they can get it going a little bit on this one. They're sticking with Avery LeBlanc, who has done a very good job at passing the ball out. They're trying a little trickery there. That ball slammed home. That ball was just slammed on home by, was that Avery?
Looked like number 5 there.
Oh, no, number 2 dropped the ball.
Number 2.
You had the right family.
Oh,
Yeah, instead of Mads LeBlanc, it was her sister, Avery LeBlanc.
Yeah, but that was a great shot there, and great to see 2 early scores so far.
Yep, and that was Avery's 4th goal of the season. That's nice to see. 2 quick goals here to start the first quarter. Fiona Bazin just going around and round.
Yeah, and we kind of see a companionship between the siblings there. And away game, they had a assist and goal, and I believe that one was there too.
Mm-hmm. Avery slams it in. I don't know if that might have hit a Hilly's foot.
Looks like another corner here.
Avery getting herself in place, just waiting on the whistle. There it goes. There goes Avery over to Morgan. Back to Avery. Avery deflects it. Fiona spins around. Morgan pokes at it. And the ball goes out. Looks like Haverhill will take it at their... Oh, no, it looks like it went out on Haverhill, so that means Beverly's going to take it at the 25. It looks like Mads is going to take it. Looks like over to Ashley Wallace there, to Lily Scotty. Back over to Ashley Wallace. Looked like a stick violation. That ball's going to go back to Haverhill. Beverly able to keep it in. They continue to. Fiona Bazin. And then it tips over to Mads LeBlanc, who shoots it wide right out of bounds.
A great start for Beverly here. Just not letting off the gas pedal on that offense is kind of an opposite start of the games we've seen here against Masco and Gloucester.
They sure are. Morgan Linsky running it up the right sideline. I don't know if she's aware, but that's Fiona's territory. Morgan takes it back. Shields the ball beautifully. Gets it over to Fiona. Fiona tries to center it. Gets it over to Mads. Oh, back to Fiona. Fiona tries to center it. And Mads has it. Mads shoots it. And that ball looks like it went in. That looks like it went in. And Mads had that goal. So that was Madeline LeBlanc, who picks up the third goal of the game. And that's actually Mads' first goal of the season. That surprises me.
Yeah, that surprised me too. These past couple games here at home, we've seen a lot of pressures from her. And, it was real surprising that was her first goal of the season.
She leads the team in shots, though. So it's just not quite falling for her. And I believe what we have here is a timeout with
6 minutes and 11 seconds left.
All right.
In the first period, or the first quarter.
You can't expect the short guy to see that clock. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. That's why I got Andrew here. I always like to keep tall people around to see stuff. All right, the whistle blows to get the teams back. Back onto the field. I didn't see when it was called. I'm going to assume that was a timeout by Haverhill, trying to regroup, get everybody back on the same page, see if they can't get a little momentum coming out of this timeout.
Oh yeah, and I think it's refreshing for both teams there. But yeah, I think Haverhill definitely called that just to regroup, get that defense on point, because Beverly, like I said, just hasn't stepped off that gas pedal on offense. Just so many shots and opportunities, and they've gotten 3 goals already here. So see if they can continue.
And Haverhill passes it back. Picked off by Fiona Bazin. Morgan Linsky now running up the sideline. Fiona coming up the outside. She's not letting that ball get by her. There's Avery LeBlanc comes into the rescue. She centers it. Ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be Haverhill's ball. The Hillies will take it on the 16. Intercepted by Morgan Linsky. Now she's bringing it up. Down the other side of the field, that looks like Avery Height taking it, trying to keep it on this side of the field. There's some sort of violation that's going to, at first they held up to, it was Beverly, but then went to Haverhill, but Beverly took it back anyway. That ball going back to Haverhill now.
Yeah, but from what we've seen so far, you can see why this Haverhill team might have struggling to get goals, because they haven't been really to the offensive side so far in this game.
No, not yet. I mean, it's very early. That's a save by the Haverhill goalie there. Another save. And that was a save by a defensive player. 3 chances there by Beverly to put this up to 4-0. Now Fiona fighting for it in the corner. Oh, that ball's going back to... right back to Haverhill. Morgan Linsky just says, no thank you, and she takes it. Morgan fights for it. Keeps it in. Fiona Bazin keeps it in. Looks like a stick violation. That's going to go to the Hillies. Morgan Linsky tries to steal it away from him, and she does.
Great stick work from Linsky today.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Most days early. And that ball knocked out of bounds by the goalie. It looked like Sophia Ruiz with the centering pass. And now Beverly's going to take it at the 25. Little slight miscommunication there. That was Ashley Wallace coming down the side for it. Avery just put a little bit too much on it there. And there comes Haverhill. She aerials it out a little bit. There's a definite foot violation there. Now down in the corner, Ashley Wallace takes it back. I believe that was the stick violation. That'll come out to the 16.
About 1 minute and 30 seconds left here in this first period. Beverly leads 3-0 over the Haverhill Hillies.
Ashley Wallace fighting for it over the back and the on the sideline there. And there's Megan McCormick helping out on defense. Avery Height trying to keep it in. There's Nola Redmond. Tries to get it over to Avery LeBlanc. Doesn't quite work. That ball's going back to Haverhill. Ball goes back. Morgan Linsky tries to grab it. No, excuse me, that was not Morgan Linsky. That was Gwen Jones. Gwen, who has a goal in this game. That was out on Haverhill. Ashley Wallace knocks it in. Faletra keeps it in with a beautiful pass. Another nice pass. The goalie is all over it. That's the end of the first quarter. Boy, that first quarter got a little exciting there. Possibility of another goal by Beverly, but where it as it stands now is 3-0. What'd you like from that first quarter?
Oh, I definitely liked Beverly's offensive push. The past two home games here against Masco and Gloucester, you didn't really see that in the first quarter. A little bit in Gloucester, but that didn't. We didn't score any points off of it, and I'm glad to see us score on those corners after having a kind of a dud against Gloucester. But Beverly's offense looks great right now, scoring those 3 goals in all types of ways.
Yeah.
And right now, I think the defense also looks strong. The stick work, especially from Morgan Linsky, making sure our offensive drive continues is great.
Yeah.
And, yeah, if the defense can hold up, and I believe just in that last minute, that was the first time the top defender for Beverly, Olivia Fletcher, had to get involved just a bit. But Beverly's doing a great job of keeping it on the offensive side, and I don't think I've seen Haverhill really cross the 40-yard line yet.
Yeah, and folks, if you're watching this on your YouTube, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss a single game this season. This really helps BevCam reach more people with videos just like this one. And we can all agree the Panthers deserve a larger audience. We also want to remind you that BevCam does more than just broadcast local sports. They also hold workshops downtown on everything from social media, starting your own podcast, and teaching animation. Check out the latest workshops available on BevCam on Eventbrite. Thank you for supporting BevCam. All right, and here we are. It's getting a little cooling off a little bit over here at Frank Forty Field.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't rain. Looks a lot of overcast here.
I agree. There's a lot of overcast, and we have the teams. Both teams are starting to make their way back out. We got Leo on camera. He's the best in the business. And I'm not sure who we have in the control room right now, but I'll tell you right now, they're the best in the business. All right, here we go. Beverly draws it back to Morgan Linsky. Morgan sends it up to Gwen Jones. Back to Morgan. Morgan hooks it in. Looking like Gwen Jones. That was a shot and a save by, well, the leading shot maker on the team, Mads. On the far side of the field, you got a battle going on, and it looks like Haverhill won that battle. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was between Ashley Wallace and the Haverhill player. This is the deepest Haverhill has gotten on the field so far today. Excuse me. Now we have Lily Scotty running it up the field, looking for help, sends it up with a nice quick just a one-look pass in the middle. Beverly couldn't quite connect. Beverly getting it back into their offensive zone. Beautiful pass in. And Haverhill defense is right there to meet the challenge.
Great job with the passing today for Beverly. Just on point passes down in the circle, or just preparing to go to the circle. Much better than what we saw against Gloucester.
Like back in my youth soccer coaching days, it was always pass it with purpose. Pass it with purpose. That's what I feel like sometimes at any level you can kind of use that as a good advice. Ball comes back to Avery. She's going to pass it back now to Fletcher. Fletcher sends it over to Mia Moshella, who passes it back over to Avery, who passes it up to Morgan Linsky. It gets Mads in the middle. It's like Malcolm in the middle, only different. Nola keeps it up. Ball is kept in beautifully by Ashley Wallace. Haverhill moving it up the field. Gets knocked out, it looks like, by Beverly. Gonna have to redo that for some kind of violation that lets you keep the ball. That went off either the stick or a foot. So Haverhill's just kind of slowly moving it up the field. Haverhill trying to work it around. Unable to. There we go. Avery LeBlanc now with the ball. Sends it up to Gwen Jones. She tries to send it up to Fiona Bazin. Fiona goes and gets it, though. And she's speeding down her sideline. Mads gets the ball, shoots it up. Almost. The defensive players for the Hillies, they just all got in there. That's going to be a corner. Yeah, that looked like it rode right up and hit the hand of one of the Haverhill's defenders. Man, those defenders were all over that.
Yeah, I just want to, maybe that timeout kind of rejuvenated the defense because they look a bit better. They avoided the score there, and they just look much better in the second period.
Here we go, the first corner of the second quarter. Oh, Mads with the whiff, and they're also going to call a high stick, adding insult to injury. Haverhill sends it forward. Beverly gets it back. Nola gets it over to Feletra. Well, she's going to send it over to Mia. Mia's going to try to work it up the field. And she does. She's over, crosses midfield, looking for help. Unfortunately, she ran into a crowd of whites. Gwen Joe's trying to get it out. Lily Scotty now with it down in the corner, trying to work it towards the middle. Lily Scotty with it now in the corner again. Centers it, and it goes out. And then it looks like it's going to be a corner for Beverly. While the defense for the Hillies sure does seem to be stepping up a little bit, they're not fooling the offensive for Beverly. Beverly's got their foot on the gas.
Yeah, agreed. It's like a back and forth here right now, but let's see if Beverly can score off this corner.
That's over to Morgan Linsky. Deflected off. Oh, and that's going to be another corner try. Fiona had a beautiful shot there. It got deflected before it got to the goalie. But, I mean, if you look right across the line of who Beverly had, they have all their best scorers right up on that line. So hopefully they can get something done here.
Yeah.
Beverly knocks it in. And that's going to be out of bounds.
An interesting strategy there on those corners by Beverly. You see Morgan Linsky getting real low and setting it up for Madeline LeBlanc there for the shot.
And she just drops it back for Mads. Goes off the foot of, which was quite obvious. went off the foot of a Haverhill player. Here comes Avery LeBlanc. She centers it. Oh, Beverly is trying to drive it home. Oh, almost in. Little Scotty almost had herself a goal there. Going to be a violation on Beverly. Ball goes back to Haverhill.
But you got to give props to that Haverhill defense. Much better in the front there in front of the goal.
That ball went out. There was some miscommunication there on Haverhill's part. Morgan Linsky now brings it out. Bounces it over. Tries to get it over to Mads. Fiona Bazin now takes it. Oh, nice little flip by Mads. That's going to, looks like it, is that going to go out? Yep, that's gone out. So that's definitely going to be Beverly ball. Ball's good. Trying to work it in deep. Mads spins it around. Well, the shot gets deflected. Oh, that ball just wide. I believe that was Fiona Basin that took that shot. That just went a little bit wide right. They're not letting their foot off the gas.
Yeah, I think one of these will score, but yeah, definitely the same as the first period there with continuing on offense. But yeah, Haverhill coming out of that timeout and going into the second quarter, they've been better on defense.
Yeah. Mia passes it back to Fletcher, who sends it up to Avery LeBlanc. Morgan had to get her foot out of the way there. And obviously the ball went out on Beverly, so Haverhill's going to take it in. Nice deflection by Morgan. Sends it up. Tries to get it up to Fiona, but ends up taking it herself. Kick save by the goalie. And then Morgan sends it across the front of the goal. No takers. Beverly gets it back. Avery LeBlanc blasts it in. Here comes Fiona trying to get it. Center. Looks like that's going to go to the 25-yard line for Beverly.
Great work on that stick work throughout this game by Morgan Linsky. Just saw on that past offensive series for Beverly. Almost took it herself all the way from the corner there, and just putting up so much effort into getting that ball for Beverly and sticking it on the offensive side.
Lily Scotty at the top, trying to bring it around the end. Sends it over to Caroline Blank, who gets it over to Fiona. Fiona, God, she's sneaky fast. Not just with the legs either, with her stick work. Sends it up to Avery. Avery sends it on the net. Unfortunately, just a bit wide. That went wide right. And now that's going to be Haverhill's ball on the 16-yard line.
Yeah, glad to see more teamwork by Fiona Basin there in that last game against Gloucester. She was doing it all herself there, rushing down the sidelines, but no teammates around her. But this time it looks like there's a lot now, and it's working so far.
Yeah. Pass over to Fiona Basin now, who sends it to the middle. Nobody there. Oh, until now, Caroline Blank was there, tried to get it out. Looked like it was deflected, but it wasn't. So that's going to be Haverhill's ball at the 16. They started off trying to get it out of the zone here. Ashley Wallace puts it to the middle. Mads and Avery Height trying to break it up. And that looks like Nola Redmond who breaks that up and sends it up to Ashley Wallace. Ashley tries to send it. It's a swing and a miss, but she's staying on top of it. It's a nice job by Ashley Wallace there to hang on to that ball. She got it over. Mads tries to get it in. But it looks like might have been Gwen Jones that went off her stick maybe and went out of bounds. No, I don't think it could be Gwen Jones's off her stick if she's not on the field. Goalie trying to cover the ball. The ball keeps coming out. It does end up hitting a Beverly foot. I was just trying to figure out what was going on there. I mean, that was the first real scrum of the game in front of the net.
Yeah, but definitely in the second period, Haverhill looks much better. Their goalie, a couple saves there, but Beverly's still doing great, putting the pressure on.
Yeah, and even still with all that, if you want to look at time of possession, it's definitely heavily handed in favor of Beverly. As they're bringing it up now, Caroline Blank sends it up. Oh! Goalie's trying to stop it. She does. The whistle does end up blowing. That was Sophia Ruiz said she came very close to having a goal.
One more minute down on the clock.
We got 1 minute left in the half. Huh. That's going to be out of bounds. Back to the Panthers. Mads is going to take it out. Fiona tries to hook it over. That ball almost went in. Deflected wide to the left, but Beverly maintains possession. Another shot heading towards the goal. And it looks like a stick violation. It's going to go back to Haverhill.
15 seconds.
I don't know how much time they got here, with what they can do here with less than 10 seconds. But as we go into the halftime, with the Panthers leading the Haverhill Hillies 3-0. And that's the end of the first half. What was your quick thoughts on the first half, Andrew?
Oh, yeah, Beverly looks great in that first period, definitely with 3 scores. But I think they could have broken through a bit more in that second quarter. A lot of opportunities there. But that timeout and the transition between that first and second quarter seemed to be beneficial for Haverhill as their goalie started racking up a lot of saves there. And their defense was great in front of the net. And yeah, but Beverly's done a great job of time of possession, like you've mentioned, and they've just been keeping it on offense. And they've done a great job keeping Haverhill off Beverly's side. So I want them to continue that, but it's a great job by both teams here so far.
Yeah, I think we can agree that second quarter, that goalie was standing on her head, making all kinds of plays, all kinds of saves, and really kept them in, keeping them in this game. So that's our take on the first half. We'll come back with our takes on the second half after this short break.
So, what's BevCam? BevCam is a place to express your creativity.
BevCam is where you have conversations with local leaders and your neighbors.
A place to have your voice heard in the community and beyond.
Yeah, but what is BevCam really?
They support local businesses.
They tell you about events happening in your area.
And they support the local music and arts scene.
And they do local sports too.
And keep you informed with government affairs.
The more people that get involved, you get more opinions. And if I can do this, anybody can.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, but it could be more.
Like a state-of-the-art podcasting studio you can use at any time.
With updated private editing stations open to everyone and space on the walls to showcase local artists.
And studio space to support the local music scene.
Like provide equipment signouts and software training. Anyone can feel empowered to create their own content, say what they want to say, and learn new skills for a tiny fee.
But how is that possible?
BevCam is funded because the cable company brings its product to you through the telephone wires, and therefore the government can require public access funding. Help us grow while keeping technology and skills training accessible to everyone.
Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you, Beverly. Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you, Beverly.
Thank you, Beverly.
Much.
And we are back here at Frank 40 Field, heading into the second half of this game of our Beverly Panther varsity field hockey against the Haverhill Hillies. I'm here with my partner in crime, Andrew Bartholomew. I'm Matt Fletcher. Andrew, what do you expect to see out of the Panthers in this second half?
Well, yeah, I definitely expect to keep that gas pedal on the offense, and you kind of see why Haverhill's coming into this one with 3 straight games not having scored a point, since September 15th. Because they just haven't been able to get it on their offensive side. So in this second half, I think we'll see a lot of Beverly sticking on offense and continuing to be great. Hopefully we can get some more goals. We've had many chances, but that Haverhill defense has been tough in that second period. Let's see if they continue that.
Yeah, absolutely. And here we are at the end of the break. And we'll get ready for the coach's whistle. Haverhill's going to be taking out in this second half. And here we go. Something going on with the referee in the Haverhill sideline. By getting a piece of equipment over to the goalie. The way that goalie played in the second quarter, give her whatever the heck she wants. Changing jersey, or adding jersey. Is it a new goalie? Andrew, I'm so confused.
Yeah, I'm confused too. Don't know what the need for the new jersey is.
I mean, if it's not something that was scheduled, that was a interesting goalie switch with the way that goalie's been standing on her head. Here comes Fiona Bazin running up the sideline. You hear the clank. Nothing good comes from the clank. That's going to stay Beverly ball.
Heard a lot of those clanks against Gloucester. Remember how many penalties that came at?
That was a lot of clanks. That looks like Ashley Wallace trying to keep it in. Avery LeBlanc tries to keep it in as well. Now back to Fiona. That ball's going back to the Hillies. Beverly takes it out, passes it back. Looks like passing it back over to Mia, over to Olivia, and then tries to get it up to Avery. Doesn't quite make it. There you go. Passing right up to Avery, back over to, excuse me, Fiona back over to Avery, back over to, trying to get it over to Fiona. And that ball's going to stick with Beverly. She's going to have to bring it back. Something might be a little bit off with Fiona. She's holding the side of her head a little bit. I don't know if you noticed that. Might be nothing. Fiona, though, out of the corner, tries to get it centered. Oh, that ball's going right back to the Hillies. Sharp blast in there by Mads. Looked like the ball went a little bit to the right.
Great work on that one-on-one stick work from Beverly. Every time Haverhill tries to move it forward, they seem to intercept the pass.
The ball gets dribbled right into the sideline, so that's going to be back to... Well, I don't see why that's back to... I guess it's back to Haverhill. All right. Avery bringing it up. Tries to golf it, doesn't quite get all of it, but that's okay. There's plenty of players around there. That looks like Mads trying to get it, but she's backs herself up to the middle. And Fiona sends it back over to Ashley Wallace. Bev keeps the ball, but gets turned over to Haverhill, but then it's picked off by Mia. And they send it up to right to Haverhill. A little bit of back and forth here. That's going to be a stick violation on Beverly, so that's going to go over to Haverhill.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth, like you said, but at least it's on the offensive side of the 50.
Yeah.
Instead of going back and forth. And,
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent point. If you're going to be going back and forth, you don't want to be doing it in front of your own goal. That's for darn sure. Beverly keeps that in. That was a straight-up pickpocket. Gwen Jones trying to get it. And there you go. That's our first corner penalty of the second half. And let's see what they do on this one, where everybody lines up, and if they try that shot to Morgan again. I think they're talking about it right now. Avery going to her position, and then she'll wait for the referee's whistle. Ball over to Mads. Back, tries to get it back to Avery, but she sent it right to a Haverhill player. Mads trying to work through a couple of players.
Yeah, and we didn't really see it that time. More of a direct pass to her instead of going to Linsky instead at first.
Yep. Sends it over to Lily Scotty, who can't control it, and it goes over across the field. Looks like Ashley Wallace. I could be mistaken there. I believe it is. Lily Scotty trying to, and that ball is still rolling around under there. I'm surprised they blew the whistle on that.
Yeah, but good job from Haverhill's goalie again, and like you mentioned, keeping them in the game right now. But it looks like another corner.
I mean, if that whistle another 2 seconds, I think Lily Scotty would have had herself a goal. Now the ball comes all the way over to Linsky, who passes it over to Bazin. Bazin sends it to the middle, off the foot, unfortunately, of Avery LeBlanc, who was positioned right next to the goalie. That's when I bet she wishes she had back.
Yeah, two hard breaks there for Beverly. The whistle before Lily Scotty could hit it in, and then right there
That's
hit
right.
off the foot.
And now Beverly will start over again. Excuse me, Haverhill will start over again. Looks like Mia is going to take it once the referee is satisfied with where it's going to go. She passes it back to Avery, and Nola sends it up to Morgan. Lily centers it. Jones comes around, and then Lily Scotty just plants it in. Nice goal by Lily Scotty.
Yeah, it's great to see her get involved. A couple days ago at an away game, we saw her get that hat trick.
She had the hat trick, and she hasn't had anything since. So that's her 4th goal of the season. But she couldn't have been positioned. She positioned herself perfectly, just like she did on that play before they called the corner.
Yeah, that looks like
she was right there.
Yeah, pretty much identical play, except the whistle wasn't present that time. And yeah,
exactly. So that brings the score 4-0. Beverly on top. That's Avery Heights. Sends it back to Nola, and when Nola tried to pass it, it went off the foot of a Haverhill player. So therefore, Beverly gets it back. No, the same thing happened, but it was a delayed whistle. Fletcher sends it up to Linsky. Boy, Linsky, she can turn the Jets on too. I think she's very underrated in her speed. Here goes Bazin. Centers it. Tries to get in the middle. That was a nice save by the goaltender for Haverhill. Yeah.
Yeah, even after letting up that goal to Lily Scotty, just not giving up the effort. Yeah, it's good to see, and a great player there for Haverhill.
Yeah, that was definitely a nice play. And Haverhill trying to work it up the field. That one off the foot of Morgan, I believe. Oh, Morgan jumps the pass, sends it over to Fiona Bazin, leads her well, knowing the kind of speed that she has. She centers it up. Now it looks like another goal there. Beverly now on top, 5-0. And that goal was by number 11. I don't have a number 11 on my roster.
Well, yeah, great job by Morgan Linsky again there. She's just been everywhere. Great stick work. Again,
No number 11.
Yeah, no number 11. But props to her. That was a good goal.
Mystery player with the great goal.
Yeah, but of course, the great stick work from Morgan Linsky.
Yes.
Down the side there. Just came out of nowhere and stole that. Great job there.
Yep, she jumped that pass. Yep, that hit the foot off of Avery Height.
Uh, 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in this third quarter.
Another strong quarter by Beverly. Matt's just going by people. Except at the very end. That ball goes out, stays to Beverly. I just got word in, number 11 is Ellie. We don't have a last name, but we know it's Ellie. Congratulations, Ellie, on that beautiful goal. Yep, it was my wife that texted me. I had to show Andrew that. That's pretty funny. All right. Another nice interception off the inbounds pass by Beverly. That time it was from Avery Height, number 3. There's Nola. Oh, sends it out. Couldn't quite connect with Avery.
There's great defense throughout this game for Beverly. This back line here by the 45 hasn't really had to get involved that much. And after a single Hilly player gets it, they don't seem to move with it, so that's a good job for Beverly.
Yeah. Oh, here comes Mads. Save, it looked like a save by the goalie. Oh my goodness, a diving save, but it hit off of one of the defender's foot, so that's going to be a corner penalty. That's going to be for Beverly. Boy, that looked like that was close to going in as well.
Yeah, I have to just keep complimenting Haverhill's goalie there. It's kind of a situation where maybe your team isn't that great around you to kind of clear it and get the pressure off, but she's done a great job of blocking as many as she can.
Oh boy, that ball had a really strong chance of going in, but it looks like Haverhill's going to take it on the 16-yard line. Yeah. Are you surprised the lights aren't on?
Yeah, I am a bit. It's getting pretty dark right now.
If we see Mr. Ryan Wood walk by again, maybe we can ask him.
Yeah, and
the athletic director for the very good athletic director for Beverly High School.
Yeah, unfortunately too, feeling a bit of raindrops in the air here.
And it's a little windy. Boy, we complain a lot, don't we? All right, Beverly bringing it up now. Well, it looked like Linsky bringing it up and then ran into a bit of a wall. And that's the end of the third quarter with your Beverly Panthers up 5-0. And, you know, folks, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss a single game this season. This really helps BevCam reach more people with videos just like this one, and we can all agree the Panthers deserve a larger audience. We also want to remind you that BevCam does more than just broadcast local sports. They also hold workshops downtown on everything from social media, starting your own podcast, and teaching animation. Check out the latest workshops available at BevCam on Eventbrite. Thank you for supporting BevCam. So, Andrew, if we diagnose the the play of the Panthers in the third quarter, how would it be different from the first and the second?
Pretty much the same, but more reminiscent of the first quarter there, because we scored those most of the goals in the first quarter and not in the second. But great job by Beverly, finally scoring some goals there after getting so much pressures. But you do have to give props to the Haverhill goalie, like we've been saying, just playing with their heart out there, just trying to keep them in the game. But unfortunately, Haverhill just has failed to get it on the offensive side. Never really getting past the 30 there. And Beverly's done a great job with the defense so far of, once the Haverhill player gets there, there's a great job for Beverly of using the stick to intercept the pass and see if they can continue that and contribute to a continuing streak.
Yeah, the back line of Beverly's defense has been not really challenged that much. The mids have been doing a lot of the
bad thing at all after the offensive pressures and what we saw from Masco and Gloucester the past couple games.
All right, there's the bell to signify the team should take their ready for the fourth quarter of this field hockey game at Frank Forty Field in Beverly, Massachusetts. It is a little bit windy. The temperature is dropping. We have no lights. It's getting dark. I'm afraid.
Looks like we might see a new goalie, I believe, for Beverly. Maybe a couple JV players coming in.
Okay.
I believe that's a new goalie.
Yeah, that would be Lauren Conan, if that is who we think it is, taking over at goalie for Beverly. She's a freshman. Beverly, though, working down the air end, and that's a goal. And that's Lily Scotty with another goal. That's her second goal of the game, Andrew.
Yeah, I believe that's her fifth on the year, right?
Yep, that's her fifth one of the year.
Yeah, maybe see another hat trick for 2 straight hat tricks in her scoring games. That would be cool.
That would be cool. Right place, right time, you know? And that's a sign of a smart player right there. And well coached.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of which, she's getting right up in there and gets a stick violation. Oh, that ball's coming right back to Beverly. Morgan Linsky brings it out. Chops her right up over the stick of the Haverhill player. Passes it up to Lily Scotty. Lily Scotty sends it in. Oh, I liked what she was trying to do there, was to connect with Fiona Bazin. Didn't quite work, but it was a really good idea. Haverhill sends it out. Gets it out to the 40-ish. Another violation. It's going to go back, going to stay with the Haverhill Hillies. Looks like it's getting broken up by Beverly along the sideline. And it stays with Beverly. A nice, another nice save by the goalie. And that one goes right in. Was that Fiona?
I believe that was Fiona.
Yep, that was Fiona Bazin right there. Only her second goal, but she has 7 assists, which makes a lot of sense given the style of her play. But she blasted that home.
Yeah, and
that was going to go through somebody.
Yeah, and on Thursday, I believe, on the leaderboard for the North Shore, she was up there even with a total of 8 points, and that was her 9th point, I believe.
Yep.
But yeah, even without as many goals, just such a good player.
Yep.
Team player with those assists.
Yep. Excellent team player. All right, Beverly gets it back from the out of bounds. Avery brings it up. That goes off of Haverhill, so that's going to stick with Beverly. Back to Haverhill. Over to Linsky. Well, there's a little bit of a struggle for it on the sideline there, but ultimately Haverhill wins that battle. Yeah, we could definitely use those lights, Andrew.
Yeah.
I'm already starting. We got Lily Scotty now. Oh, the ball gets stolen from her, but she's hauling back to try to remedy it. Haverhill bringing it up the sideline. Morgan Linsky's right there to shut it down.
Seen plenty of those today.
Yes, we sure have. And she's just picking right now who she wants to send it to. Sends it off to number 9. Number 9 is Sophia Ruiz, excuse me. There's Megan McCormick on defense, just had a beautiful pass going across the 40 and down into the 30.
About 9 minutes and 30 seconds left.
What with Beverly ahead 7-0, I mean, we just want to see a good. I don't want to see them let their foot off the gas, but I want to see them. This is a good time to get some players some playing time and really practice their fundamentals.
Yeah, agreed. You really want to maybe see some JV players and their potential, see what they can do in the future for this Beverly team.
Lily Scotty's trying to stop that. Goes out to midfield, not midfield, excuse me, the center of the field. Where Gwen Jones passes it up to Avery Height. Who then tries to get it up to Caroline Blink, but it doesn't quite work. So it looks like they've switched. Given the score, they've switched sides. If you notice, defense is playing offense and offense is playing defense. That's not fair to do to an announcer that's not that bright. That goes up to number 11, Ellie. Who's going by a few different players. Oh! Nola, she wishes she had that one back. Nope, they got to bring the ball back.
But good potential there from number 11, Ellie. Yeah, nice speed and passes,
and she has a goal.
Yeah, and a goal today. Maybe good potential in the future there for this Beverly team.
Agree. That's Gwen Jones bringing it out. Caroline Blank, who, when she gets her chances, plays well. That ball just goes wide left. And I believe that's going to be a ball that Haverhill's going to take out to the 16. With just under 7 minutes left to play in the game. Mia Michelle keeps hangs on to it. That hit her foot. Luckily, the referee didn't see it. Oh. A bit of battling for it. Ball now goes out. Looks like it's going to be Beverly.
Yeah, but continuous great work from Beverly's defense, even if maybe a little fatigue is setting in.
Yeah.
They did let Haverhill go down there a bit, but they shut it down, of course, with Morgan Linsky like we saw before.
That ball goes wide left. Here we go. Caroline LeBlanc is trying to work it around. Looks like we're going to have a corner. No, excuse me. My mistake. You know, sometimes when it's so late in the game, I wonder what the officials are calling sometimes.
Yeah.
Here comes Haverhill, but looks like number 4 stayed on it. Fletcher. Trying to flick it in, not quite going in. Kick saved by the goalie. Caroline tries to send it in. That ball's behind the goalie, but it does go out. So that should be Haverhill getting it at their own 16. Or, no, it's Beverly getting it at the 25. Morgan settles it. Morgan McCormick settles it. Carolyn puts it right in the front. But unfortunately, that's going to be a violation against Beverly.
About 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game. See if Beverly can continue that good defense and continue to keep it on this side of the field and shut Haverhill down.
Caroline LeBlanc now working it around the top. They get Olivia Fletcher working it through to get to the middle. Just wide right again. Excuse me, wide left. Happens to the best of us. Sometimes right, sometimes left. We don't know. Here we go. Oh, that's wide left. The word of the fourth quarter is wide left. It's not really a word, but you feel me. Haverhill taking it out at the 16. That was off the... Might have been off the foot of Ellie. Nice knockdown by number 11, Ellie. Caroline Blank trying to keep it in. Sends it in. Oh, that looked like it hit the post. Another save by the goalie. Oh, my goodness. It could be 12-13-0 at this point if it wasn't for this goalie crew.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, ball gets sent back in now. Oh, ball goes now a little bit right on this one.
Under a minute left.
45 seconds.
Well, this is a game that Beverly definitely, I wasn't going to get silly and call it a must-win, but it was a really, really, really ought-to-win game.
Yeah, agreed. We saw the unfortunate loss to Gloucester last game, and it's good to win a home game.
Yeah.
As the past couple games, they've struggled a bit here.
Yeah, they sure have, and you know, Haverhill's got a little bit of a ways to go, but you know, at this point, so does Beverly. You know, and that's the sound of the bell. That's the end of this one, folks. 7-0 Beverly. For Leo on camera, I believe we got Timmy in the booth. Yeah, we got Timmy in the booth. All right. He's the best in the business, folks. For Andrew Bartholomew, I'm Matt Faletra, and we will be signing off. We'll see you next time.